If there's something that subscribers here on the Hakai channel ask a lot is about where they can read Dragon Ball Hakai, which is simply the biggest Dragon Ball fan story in Brazil and is now spreading around the world. But now you can read Dragon Ball Hakai in its entirety. And that's not all. The Hakai website is now working, and in it you will have access to all Dragon Ball Hakai chapters. But not only Dragon Ball Hakai, but many other Dragon Ball stories as well. But that's not all. On our website, you'll have access to news involving Dragon Ball, articles with lots of information, and trivia about the franchise, as well as forums where you can talk about the series. And very soon, the site will also have other very cool features where you'll be able to buy various customized Dragon Ball products, and there will also be a paid subscription that if you want to subscribe, you'll have many benefits for a very small amount. So, if you're a Dragon Ball fan, you can't miss the DB Hakai website. The link will be here in the description. Go check it out.
Hakai.
Dragon Ball Hakai Special, The Story of Beerus, Chapter 2, The Demonic Beast. While Beerus and Champa talked in the forest, a great wave of energy destroyed the largest city on the planet. Beerus, very angry, asked who did this, and then he flies towards the city. Champa immediately follows his brother. When they get closer, they seem to feel something. Champa asks if Beerus is feeling that. He says yes, a strange and completely evil energy. A big monster is coming out of the smoke. Beerus tells his brother not to let his guard down. The creature sees them and roars, but Beerus is not afraid of the angry face, so he flies towards the monster to avenge his people. Beerus and the monster clash fists. The impact wave of their blow causes a great wind in that region. The monster tries to land several blows on Beerus, who dodges all of them quickly. They move with great speed and making very strong attacks against each other. Champa is impressed watching the fight. Beerus, when he's really fighting seriously, doesn't even compare to when he's training with them. In a moment of intense exchange of blows, Beerus sees a gap and lands an attack on the monster, launching him away, opening a crater in the ground. It was clearly a really powerful attack. Beerus asks what his opponent thinks of the attack. That's for what he did to his people. Champa approaches asking if the creature has died. Beerus answers yes, but to contradict the young cat, the creature gets up. Surprised, Beerus asks if this is some kind of prank, but it is not. The monster charges at Beerus at high speed and grabs him, carrying Beerus into a forest and causing massive destruction to the ground as they fall. Seeing the destruction caused on impact, we know it was a really very powerful attack. Beerus is clearly affected by this attack, and he's pinned to the ground by the monster. The young cat was in a bad situation, but rescue arrives. A few explosive attacks hit the monster in the back. Then Champa arrives, hitting a kick that pushes the creature. And then Beerus' twin brother completes the attack by launching a sequence of ki blasts at the monster. After this triumphant entry into combat, Champa asks Beerus what that thing is. It's so unlike anything he's ever seen. Beerus doesn't know either, but it seems he has something against him. The monster is already on its feet and it emanates an enormous amount of energy. Champa notes that the creature seems to be getting stronger. If they want to have any chance of victory, they need to fight together. Beerus hates the idea. He didn't want to have to fight Champa, but he doesn't have much time to complain. Champa warns that the monster is advancing at full speed against them. The creature tries to attack them. The brothers disperse, going each one to one side. Beerus catches the monster's attention, and when the creature heads towards him, he fires a many ki blasts at once, stopping the creature's advance. Champa also attacks, coming onto the monster and landing a hard punch on its back, launching it into the air. Then Beerus warns his brother that it's time. Champa says he already knows, he doesn't need to be given orders. Beerus and Champa fire powerful waves of energy, hitting the monster at the same time. Champa wonders if they made it, but the answer comes soon after, with the creature emerging unscathed from the attack. Champa is worried. He did his best in that attack. Beerus is also worried. Apparently, ordinary attacks won't work on that monster. There's only one attack he can use, but he doesn't control it very well, which means he could put the planet in danger. But he has no choice. He has to use it. Suddenly, the battle is interrupted and many energy attacks hit the monster. Those responsible for that attack were a group of Neko-Saiyans, who were very angry about the creature attacking their city. But Beerus isn't too happy with the cavalry's arrival. They should leave immediately. That thing is no opponent for them. The monster prepares an attack, but the Neko-Saiyan warriors do not cower. The group leader orders everyone to attack at the same time, and so they do. Beerus knows it's useless and tells them to run away, but it's too late. The creature launches the energy attack against the Nekosagen's attacks. Their energy is completely overwhelmed by the monster's energy, and then they are completely destroyed by the creature. But Beerus doesn't have time to grieve over the death of his companions. Champa warns that the energy globe released by the monster is heading towards the planet. If that powerful attack hits the planet, it's all over. Beerus immediately tries to stop the energy. He struggles not to let the attack reach the planet's ground. Champa fires an attack at the monster. He guarantees he will distract the creature while Beerus takes care of it. But it will be good if Beerus does it really fast. Really fast. Beerus arrives on the planet's ground. He tries to fix his feet on the ground, but the energy globe charges him. He won't be able to hold that thing. The young cat, in thought, decides that there's only one way to stop this energy and save the planet. He wanted to use this against the monster, but there's no other option. Beerus yells, "Hakai," and then the monster's energy globe disappears. He drops to his knees, sighing in relief that he's made it, but the relief is short-lived as Champa soon falls from the sky, and Beerus screams for his brother. Champa, before passing out, warns that the creature has gotten even stronger, and so he passes out. In the sky, the monster creates another energy globe, and after accumulating a lot of energy in this next attack, it launches towards Beerus. As he watches the attack coming towards him, Beerus reveals that he has no more energy. He used up almost everything he had on Hakai, but even if he still had the energy to fight, that monster has already evolved too much. Now it greatly surpasses the power of the young warrior of Nekose. That was the end. But suddenly something happens. The monster's attack disappears. The person responsible for its praise is the young warrior, and upon opening his eyes, Beerus is surprised. The one who arrived says that Beerus honored his role as the disciple of the God of Destruction, but that was a job for the God of Destruction himself. And then we see Taran, who has just arrived alongside Wissen Supreme Kai Gazan. What will happen now? Will the God of Destruction Taran be able to defeat this monster? Why did this monster attack Beerus' planet? What is the origin of the creature? Find out in the next chapters of Dragon Ball Hakai, the story of Beerus.